right, Shalom, my young. Shalom. So we're going to start off by giving our own glory to Yahweh, by saying, God, by saying, God, also want to give double honor to our elder apostle and bishop and great day so well. He's the blessings of the world that can have to be blessed. We got a Gms Mississippi count. We're a grant of Gms Mississippi count. We just checked it off the account. It's going live. We're just going to move down. We're going it's really live. Alright. Okay. So look, hey, we out here and prophesy the downfall of America, man. Whether it's 1 day, 1,000 days, we're just gonna prophesy off the women. He keep us in the spirit to prophesy. And that's the time we're in. As long as we take it. And I know I'm saying Romans 13:11. It's high anyway. It's time. Because basically the Most High is waking up his men and his sisters. Waking us up to our nationality, but his army, he's waking up his people cells, man. That's right, bro. And we were once walking in darkness, but now we're waking up and we see everything as it is. All right? Right, that's right. The third eye is open. You know? Right, bro.
Because of Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
And that knowing the time, now it is high time to awake out of sleep. This is the time to wake out of sleep. And what sleep are we in? You can get Isaiah 28, drunken but not with wine. All right? Because the American dream are for those who are asleep. And what Esau does, or he did, he has everyone going off of a program. All right? What they call the Matrix. And that program is really an imagination inside of your mind that blinds you from the world that we're really living in, man. All right?
Let me start verse 9.
Yeah.
The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 9. Say yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine.
They are drunken, but not with wine. So if it's not with wine, then what are you drunken with? Going right back to Romans 13:11. It is high time to wake out of sleep. All right, the wine that you're drunken with is the wine of the whoredom of America. All right, the philosophies of America, the Western philosophy, liberalism, democracy, at one point Christianity. All right, do as thou wilt. Basically rebellion under the guise of freedom, man.
That's why we call it the Matrix. What Morpheus say, that they veil, that 12 your eyes, to blind you from the truth.
It's right. And the truth is, all right, we're all slaves, all right, and the Matrix has you, that mankind is in a dead state right now.
Yeah.
Mankind is very peaceful. And this is a pre-destruction era that we're living in, man. A pre-mental era. And every time before the Most High has a reset, mankind is in a peaceful state, right? As we pull that veil back, the world that we live in is very low level, it's very low frequency, and it's very primitive.
And it's infested by demons.
It's infested by demons, man. All right, and the blueprint for the New World Order is have everybody in an androgynous state. That's why you have women who desire to be alpha females. That's why you have men who desire to be literally women, all right? That's why you have the LGBTQ community. It doesn't make sense for that to either be an issue or a movement, and Jacob rule hasn't healed. Here it is, the 12 tribes rule hasn't healed from America if you desire to be LGBTQ.
Yeah, and it's some sad bullshit, man, because they want to equate our situation to the plight of these modes. Talk about civil rights. Our nationality don't got nothing to do with that BS y'all got going on, man.
But if you going back to the 50s, the elite had different psychologists, all right, a lot of them were homosexuals. They had them to scientifically justify, all right, morality, okay, and making it seem like it was part of your human design. Because those were like the blueprint for the New World Order, and they was going to kick it off with civil rights. The blueprint for the New World Order is really going to get kicked off, spearheaded with the civil rights. The civil rights is just a pawn to introduce our people into the New World Order.
And it's spirit because they was all out here on the street marching up and down Babylon with that Black Lives Matter BS. But that was like the gateway into that most stuff, and now it's Black Trans Lives Matter.
Right. And you can't really say Black Lives Matter without ascribing it or subscribing to LGBTQ. They're basically synonymous with each other. Because that's why it's in Revelation 20. Because they're old serpent. They're old serpent. That's why I said our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because you don't even understand the weight of the serpent. Why do you think it's called a serpent? He moves. Are you holding something?
No. I got a little more on this. Okay. I'll finish. The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 29 again, and verse 10. For the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
What's the spirit of deep sleep? It's American drunkenness, man. And something the elder brother Yasama sent me a video clip. I think it was Dick Gregory speaking. And he was like, and you go back to the Most High, it doesn't matter what career you had. It doesn't matter what field you majored in. All right? You came on this earth. All right, you leave this earth, man. But this American dream, everybody's mind is on money, career, bag, status. And everybody is moving in the same direction. All right? But you're totally oblivious to the fact that you're living in a country that's on death row. All right? You're totally oblivious to the fact that we're heading into something called drinking trouble. You're totally oblivious to the fact that we're about to go into a state of famine. All right? Because you're only, like I said, this kingdom has everybody moving in a beefy state.
Yep. And it's like a land-based coin. Because another thing, dealing with the way the elite operate and how they're implementing this NWO, one of the tenets of Luciferianism is to invert everything. To invert it, to turn it upside down. So we're literally in an upside down society because that's how they draw the power, so to speak. Like that's how Satan blessed them by them being close to him. And pretty much pushing his agenda.
And that's why the people said, really they're turning the thing upside down. All right? Because that new age twilight zone that we're going to be living in, all right, that dystopian world that they so fervently dream about, that dystopian world is going to be full of androgynous people, man. All right? They told you that in the Hunger Games. The elite of watching the people kill themselves in the Hunger Games, it looked just like weirdos. All right?
Yeah, the one saying as above, so below.
Yep.
But pretty much they invert, or they want to counteract what the Most High does. Like, you know, it says the Lord's Prayer on earth as it is in heaven.
Yep.
But they have a wicked version.
You know? That's right. And I've noticed that they're introducing, like, the Satanism to Jake direction.
Yeah, man.
Like, Jake is getting to that gothic stuff. They got, like, street niggas rappers with black fingernails and black makeup and stuff. You know? Got it?
Yeah.
Going into the world of purpose, I got it. Hey, church. Hey, man. That's the nature of a church that is what it's to do. That's why the scripture says, beauty is vain, the favor is deceitful. The American dream is vain beauty. The westernization is vain beauty. And if you look at that word favor, it's synonymous with the word charm. So, charm is deceitful. But our people, the two-thirds of our people, were charmed with the philosophies of the West. All right?
The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh power had made.
And that means Esau, which was at that time the serpent, which is a melanated devil, all right, he was more subtle or clever than any creature. And this is how you know it's Esau, because he said the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. Showing you who is their progenitor. All right? And look what this man has manifested in his kingdom, man. All right, his technology and his so-called innovation. All right, so the serpent was more wiser because you know what this dude mastered? Sorcery. He mastered the speech. He mastered that left hand. This devil mastered that left hand.
Hey, for those guys that into Marvel comics, you know, they, you know, watch those superhero movies. You know, you had that one character, Doctor Strange. And he's a sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer.
You know, and that's the spirit of E, man.
Yep.
You know?
So this devil, he mastered sorcery, he mastered that left hand, he mastered witchcraft, he mastered Satanism, and he enchanted Eve with it. All right? And our people, once again, are enchanted by Esau's rebellion, Esau's philosophies of rebellion, which is really routed back to Satanism.
Yeah, you know, because we went to school, you know, like you grow up, Eve reading Zane novels and, you know, all of those Harry Potter type books. But it was meant to turn you out, you know? Yeah. And to go the opposite direction of what the Heavenly Father, you know, purpose for us.
And that's why Eve is so infatuated with tarot reading, tarot cards, zodiac. She don't know the zodiac, but she's, you know, out of context with it. All right? She's into the left hand. Eve, man, is into that left hand hard, man.
Even when it comes to the stones, like it's different with Eve.
It's because you'll run across Eve and she'll be chill, she'll be cool.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, she don't act like people. Then she'll be a whole free spirit messing with the left hand. Like, damn. Like you said, even with the stones, she goes the Esau route with it, man.
Yeah.
All right? But that's why I said the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduce him. The righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the way, what's the way of the wicked? In this point, westernization. Rebellion. Rebellion seduces us for us now. And this is what we are today. That's why Jake is totally gone. If he's not a bald head, no beard face, six-figure desiring Jake, he's a Jake in the streets doing wicked. Either way, Jake is gone, man. You know?
And that's a part of the matrix too.
Yeah.
You know, whether you like the blue collar, all you care about is the bag,
yeah.
you know, and your status in this world, or you know, to the street Jake. That's all by Eve design.
There was this one big Crip video, you know, big Christian Mississippi, and he had one video where Esau had like 3 or 4 different Jakes on a auction post. But there were all different archetypes of modern day slaves. He had, I believe, the athletic Jake, he had the street nigga Jake, he had the blue collar Jake, but they showed in the video that those are all slaves, man.
Was that here or was that another video?
You know, I can't remember the title. Okay. But I have to go back and look it up. But basically, these are everything that you have as an Israelite, every little image that you have is already drawn out by Esau, man. Because he has to control your narrative. He has the right to a script. Because his nature is to control.
He's really the God of his world.
He's really the God of his world, man. So he has millions of Israelites pursuing 2 or 3 different goals. Millions of Israelites pursuing 2 or 3 different dreams in America, man. You know, but he never made it cool to seek Yahweh by Hashem outside. And one thing I noticed about the 12 tribes, culturally they all follow carnality. Like, you know, whether it's a woman or a Jake, it's culturally they're all seeking carnality, man.
And so you like, if they can fill out your society, those left-hand spirits start working with them heavy, because in a way, like, they be throwing shots at us. You know, like, you hear Lil Wayne on the song, we in the building, you niggas in the apartment.
Yep.
Like, making it cool to play your soul.
Yep.
You're, what you got, City Boy, 2 Chainz. Because, you know, we see Terry a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but you said one song, while you wishing on a shooting star, I'm in a foreign car.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we see the chariots, you know, they, you know, we praise the Lord, put up prayers.
Yeah.
But it's like those spirits really, they make it cool to stay your soul, you know?
Yeah. But a lot of y'all do, I was going to say so graphic, but a lot of y'all do, y'all sword in the back, man. Yeah, what did you have to do to get those foreign cars? What you have to do to get in those buildings? Yeah. Why do you have to always be on drugs?
Yeah. The one song they had out a while back, Canada. And it's like when you find out the meaning, you get to do different things. Like it's sick, man. You know, but it goes back to East, because when you even you know deal with what the world calls Freemasonry, which he ultimately got that from King Solomon, you know, but basically like when you look on the back of the dollar, you see you know the pyramid, but you see the pyramid with the eye, it's more thick than what we thought it was. It ain't anus, right? It's an anus, like, you know, because how you say the exoteric meaning, like you think it's the eye of the pyramid, you know, because it's okay to make the world think that, you know, even them knowing that it's Satan, it's, Satan God. A lot of things waking up certain things, but the more deeper meaning, it goes into pedophilia, man. And that's why that's pushed so heavy on the society.
Yeah. Child human sex globally, it's sad, man.
Yeah.
And the reality, because the Matrix line your thoughts from the concern of child sex trafficking.
And it's serious, bro, because your brother on the other side, the main camp, brother speaking on that Easter BS. And see, it goes back to paganism, and ultimately, a lot of it goes back to our people too, the wicked church fathers, Constantine, etc. You can see that word Easter in the Bible, in the book of Acts. But really the word that should be there is Passover, not Easter. But basically, you have a lot of Roman Catholics that all involved in there, right? But what are Roman Catholics known for? In particular, these church fathers, these priests, pedophilia. Because that's the false prophet that's spoken of in the Bible, and that's really what they're into as far as NWO, man. In order for you to really fully tie to Satan, you got to take part in it. It's showing you that Roman Catholicism isn't the truth.
Yep.
And Catholicism means universal. It's showing you that's one of those major religions they want to use for the NWO.
Because Roman Catholicism goes back to pagan Rome.
Yep.
You just have saintly names on top of the deity.
Yeah. Yep.
But why is it Roman Catholicism? Why is it rooted back in the support of basically Esau's witchcraft? It starts with the Greco-Roman Empire, man.
Yeah.
Because he copied it from Egypt.
Yeah.
That's why I said. That's why it refers to America as a city that is spiritual side of Egypt, but then they Latinized it, But like the elder was saying, hey, it's going into the worship of the angels. And even with the Easter, man, all right, which goes back to the worship of Isis, all right? Why are you looking for fucking eggs? Why are you planting eggs? Because it goes back to the worship of the moon. The worship of the moon goddess, because they represent ovulation. Like when a woman's ovulating. So those eggs is really the egg of an ovulating goddess, an ovulating deity. As a matter of fact, you probably need to have it on deck.
No, it's not true.
Going to the Queen of Heaven?
Yeah.
That's not made a cake for the Queen. That's why, hey, 235 people gonna die, man.
Right, bro.
I listen to the radio, you got DJ talking about an Easter egg hunt in the city, man.
Oh, Lord, man.
Even if you niggas barely got water to run. You stupid. I don't know what the camera looked at, man. You niggas barely got water to run.
They gotta go, bro.
The DFI, the sanitation workers, hadn't ran in 50 fucking days, and you niggas talking about an Easter egg hunt. Y'all gotta be the dumbest niggas on earth, man. This is embarrassing. But that's why you niggas are Israelites, specifically down here in the South, the house of David, man. Y'all so fucking dumb. But that's the Most High. The Most High is slowly nudging you, slowly saying, hey, wake up. First there was no water down south. Then it's 50 days without sanitation work. So you know how you take the trash out Tuesday? Then Saturday you'll come back and take it out? Well, the trash is still sitting up for Tuesday. So regular Tuesday trash sit out under the Saturday's trash, man. But in the same breath, you niggas are talking about an Easter egg hunt. In 2023, man. I was going to say the keyword post-pandemic. You talking about an Easter egg hunt. Like, y'all niggas don't wake up, man.
They don't. But they drunken.
They're drunken, man.
The book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 44 and verse 17. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing going forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. You know who face pops up in my mind? That big lip nigga woman, Erica Badu. She like the face of the Queen of Heaven, man. She is, like a poster child. But Beyonce, because like the brother Yash brought out years ago, like the idols are alive now. Like they call it American Idol. So now, instead of having a statue you worship, you actually have human beings walking in the form of their deity. That's why they work like Beyonce actually has a cult called the Beehive. When people worship Beyonce, they literally worship her because they're really worshiping the Queen of Heaven. And it's horrible, bro. Like even speaking on terms of women you may come across, they're possessed with those entities the spirit of the enemy, you know, to basically cause you to fall. But they had this one show, it was called American God, and they showed you, I forgot to say the woman's name, is it Solaris or something? But it was a Hamitic woman. Basically, she was the queen of heaven coming back, like on the earth. But the story of the movie was about these different deities of the ancient world. But this woman, like, you know, Ishtar or Ashtoreth, they were showing you, she went by many names. And basically, she was like, she appeared as an average woman that would go out to a club and have one night stands with guys, but she'll take them back home. She'll have sex with them, but she'll be on top, and she'll pretty much make them become a fetus and stuff them up into her, you know what? You know what I'm saying? But this society, like, it pushes their vibration, man, putting you in the spirit of little boys or babies. Because, you know, why do you have a Madonna and child? A married child. Why is it always a child? It's still around. Like,
but you hear married men talk like that. My wife won't let me do this.
I got to
say about my wife. Because when you get married in America, it's really getting sucked up into her womb again. Because you really like modern day marriage is emasculation. So you get sucked up into the womb, all right? A lot of, like, that's why I think because really under the queen of heaven, the way you know it, because you modify your whole self for that woman. If he got a beard, it's like a Gucci beard, got a shiny, clear coat, bald head, all right, and he moves based on what the woman does, and it has nothing to do with the marriage in the Bible. It has something to do with the 1950s way. All right, it's what they call the feminine imperative, which really goes back to the worship of the fucking vagina, man.
And it's heavy too, because you said that, bro. The main hairstyles that they got showing you, it says, you know, they being conquered fully all over again. It's Babylon, Egypt, Rome. The main hairstyles that they got, either they just wearing blonde hair now, but shows that, like, you go into the blonde hair, even people that's exposing at least the gender, they say that, you know, the people that got the blonde hair, the celebrities, they're in the spirit of slaves. You know, so you got that blonde hair, or they got that bowling ball shiny head, that spirit go back to Egypt, but you're a subject. You know, you're a slave, or they got them dreadlocks, man. It's a dirty, it's an unclean spirit, but those are all hairstyles catered to what the woman wants from you.
Yep, and we're in the vibe, we're in the energy of the queen of heaven. All right? That's why you see certain women, especially certain Israelite women, they got an enchantment on them.
Yeah.
It's like you can feel like they got an energy around them.
Yeah, it's the worst in America.
It's the worst, man. They have an enchantment on them that's really associated with, like, woman worship, man. All right? So, I mean, the point is, you know, we're in the energy of the queen of heaven. And really, Easter is the celebration of the queen of heaven. And that's why your little ones are going Easter egg hunting. All right? That's why your little ones are going, that's why a lot of sons and daughters are going to die. A lot of, because going back to Amos, all right, the sons, the daughters, the elderly, they're all going to fucking die, man. All right?
I can get some for you.
They're about to die. All right? We're in the energy of the queen of heaven, man. You're baking cake. That's why right now, you stupid slaves, y'all have a cookout. Here it is, it's so-called Good Friday. The main street is packed. Y'all playing a cookout, catfish. Stupid niggas, man. All right? Well, you got it, bro. I'm not gonna, you know, it's horrible, man. And this not even like New Orleans or New York. This is fashion city, bro. Like, but y'all got all the energy in the world to do this bullshit. You know?
Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 5. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have you pity. Slay utterly old and young.
And this is going to manifest through martial law. Because those spirits is created for vengeance. Those spirits possess people. And going back to Sirach 39, is it? Every spirit created for vengeance, you don't have to get it right now. Okay. But I'm just getting at that point, like one of the spirits is hard. So those angels going to possess people, man. And hey, you don't understand. You're being studied like an animal. It said Esau was a hunting hunter. So Esau was, he has this strategy in place to hunt you niggas. As a matter of fact, things that happen in the city, it's a strategic method. It's going to lead you into being into a concentration camp, man. And ultimately death, man. You're going to be in those kids for Easter, man. Right?
Don't be in the camp seeing them getting tortured.
Yep.
You know, and this man, Edom, he studied history. Like the Lord pretty much gave him the history of the world, man.
Yep.
And he knew we was Israelites before we woke up. You know, so you can only imagine, like, when that time comes, when martial law is implemented, he gonna get it in on Jake. This man got smart bullets.
Yep.
And you know, you had like certain ways to track Jake, but he got that in a bullet. A bullet to track your ass. You know, brothers have had visions about drones being over cities and bombing them.
Yep.
You know? So this ain't the time to be caught up in no issues, man.
Yeah, he's an animal. See, Esau is a devil. The motherfuckers don't even know what a devil is. Devil means defeat. One of Esau's attributes is he's not a quick face. So he could go from, hey, how's it going, to pulling a blade out and stabbing you, man. Like, that's one of his gifts. Like, he can spirit. He know how to change the spirit in him. And he know how to suppress them horns for it'll dearm you, man. All right, but behind that little facade of being good guy, Edmund, or whatever the Edomite's name is, it's a real devil, man. And he's not in the dark. He knows what time it is. You in the dark. You that grazing cattle. But the elite and everyday Edomites, they not grazing cattle, man. Esau's woke. They say they woke, so Esau woke.
Yeah, like you said, they really want to be above this thing, like looking at it from the outside.
And Esau already has little communities where y'all gonna stick together and do a race war, and they go, hey man, they're gonna be prepared, man. All right.
Ezekiel 9 and 6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin my sanctuary.
Hey, young, old, maids, children. So we're gonna see something that's very grotesque, and it's a slaughtering of sons and daughters, man. Israelites.
You know, and before he saw this in the spirit, you know, which you know, it ended up happening, but it's gonna happen again. Basically, you know, men and women were worse than the sun. You know, they worse than the sun, and women was weeping for Tammuz. The time back when we read in Jeremiah, you know, the queen of heaven, you know, because Tammuz and Semiramis is like that, they go together. You know, but Tammuz, that's Semiramis' son.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And they got Jake under the vibration.
Yep.
It's the mother and the son. Unless you're sacrificing the son, he doesn't have a dad, lives up and get shot. You know, but that queen of heaven, Tammuz, Semiramis, Tammuz vibration, man. You know? But, hey, our people are being led to death, man. Like I said, that's like a Christmas parade is played out. An MLK parade is played out. A good drunk parade, St. Patty's, is played out. An Easter egg hunt, and here it is in 2023, and you still eating lamb? I'm not lamb. Let's say, you still eating ham? In 2023, this is killed 1/3 of your family, and you still celebrating the same? Like, bro, you know? But as it says in the scripture, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. All right?
Yeah, I got you for you. All right, Revelation chapter 18, verse 13. You know, speaking about, you know, the different merchandise that's in Babylon the Great. 18 and 13, Revelation. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beef and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
Souls of men?
Yeah, basically, this evil paradigm that we're living in, man. You know, because this society is patterned how the spiritual demon Satan was on his kingdom on the earth. You know, and that's why they get all caught up into these different philosophies, and it's strong. Like, you know, when you see Jake, he's speaking about the celebration of Easter and the vibration on our women wanting to be worshipped, the vibration on our men, whatever they're doing, you know, basically that once again all ties into what he wants you doing in his matrix. You know, because you're trapped in your mind.
And really, and to be living, it's really to have your head of the woman's vagina.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, ultimately it goes into Satanism and, you know, bowing down to the NWO. But in this paradigm, it's a female paradigm.
Yeah.
And they call it gynocracy, or like I could pretty much explain it as the feminine intelligence.
And it's crazy, bro, because that's all Eve needs to do.
Yeah.
If he gets Jake to follow the woman, he got to, because Eve already following the scripture.
Yep.
You know?
Right. Eve followed. Hey, oh, that's why it says in the scripture, and if you know where it's at on Jake in the New Testament, the such as the side of the state. Really, those are women who went after the matrix, man. They went after westernization, if you want to sort it up. When they went after the feminism, look, I see brothers got pictures and stuff. When they went after feminism, that's going aside after Satan, man. All right? But guess what? It said in 1 Ezra 4, men have gone after their wit for women. So the women have gone after their wit for feminism, then men have gone after their wit for women. So if you can leave Jake, because Esau knows what you like, you can leave Jacob to Satanism if you put Eve in front of him. If you want, hey, that's why the serpent went to Eve. So like, let me get inside this woman here, because who has a soft spot for that bitch, man, for that woman? Jacob. You know?
While we in a good time of mortifying our members, you know? Because they want that box, ultimately.
And, you know, he said he wanted that box, and, you know, he got a woman. That woman ended up coaching him, de-arming him over a period of time, pillow talking, getting that oxytocin up in him. And that's, he was trying to give in.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, to balance it out, it's natural for the man to want that comfort of a woman. So,
it can be used against him.
Yeah.
You know?
And I got this for you.
Yep.
All right. It's in 1 Timothy chapter 5. Get to the point. I'm going to read verse 14 down to 15. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
And that's what you women should be doing. You got a lot of Israelite women. They got the turban on their head. They got the dress to their ankles with a little fringes, but you don't do a bitch ass thing, man. You're not feminine. You might got like the garment, or you might have a turban. But when it's door closed, you ain't nothing but a teacher. But what we're really getting on is our women in general, the so-called black Hispanic women in general. All right, y'all, this is our role, and it said everybody marvel after the beast, and that's including you women, because you put down their house dress, all right, and put up a business suit, all right. You put down the kids, all right, and you put up a damn iPhone, all right. And instead of having family pictures in the house with you and your family, you just got pictures of you and your body on social media looking at who liking your shit in the little comments, man. Alright?
Verse 15. For some are already turned aside after Satan.
What does it mean when it says for some has to turn aside to Satan? And let's get some participation. Brothers, what's the name of that scripture? 1 Timothy
5 and 15.
1 Timothy 5 and 15. If a brother can get 1 Timothy 5 and 15 and look up that word Satan in the blue letter Bible, man. Alright? Because I roughly remember one of those definitions for Satanism was really this wicked man's system. When it said for such as to turn aside after Satan, and that's really Esau getting that covenant that she got, not Esau, Eve getting that covenant in which they had to deal with back in the garden.
Right.
Because really that covenant was really a plan to overthrow her husband. So now she got that the prophet was a man of his word. So feminism is really Eve getting that her had to deal with the covenant. But the outcome is that motherfucking overthrow. Like now look at Jake. Jake has nothing.
Yeah, you got them Evite, Tamara Hall, how do you say her name? But how is Eve having her own talk show, whatever she got going on? She just talking and inviting people on the show. How is that benefiting the earth?
Yep.
But it's really all about them having the Israelite man's power. Giving them something to say, yep. Giving them a platform, making them out to be important. Which women have their roles. Women are a part of our nation. But the Lord set up the Israelite man as the head of the household.
Well, the scripture says sit down in the midst of women. So if you watch reality shows, or maybe you will walk past your woman while she watching the reality shows, and they have females amongst each other, it's always drama. That's why I said to the sisters of women come wickedness.
Bro, the elder I want me to share a video of this one Jake. Like, they love toxicity. Toxicity.
Yep.
This man was complaining about how he was so-called dating, but he was in a relationship, but I want to say more about women, and she did everything right. And this man was complaining to Eve. So like he on their platform, like I guess they interviewing him, and he like he had all these feminine tendencies, like the way he was talking and dressing, but he was complaining about a woman treating him good. Like nigga, you want to argue all day?
What's the word? My something basically you like pain. Like some niggas like pain. my stoicism, you know. But basically them niggas are sadistic in the sense you need to get pleasure off of pain.
Yeah, domination type.
Yeah, you like a nigga woman dominating you, man. Alright? You like a woman dominating you, man. Alright? Israelite man, our badge is peace. Yeah. Our banner is peace.
Yeah, man.
So we like peace in the household. Jerusalem, house of peace, dwelling of peace. So we not into those down. We don't want no woman. More like still like 25, where it talks about how a loud, bickering woman is dubious to a man. But these niggas are so defeated. That's what it is. They just defeated to the point where he has Stockholm syndrome. Like he won't feel oppressed because the way the elite set it up, the person is going to oppress you to infinity. But I'm gonna turn your woman as a weapon against you.
Weapon.
And you know what the fuck? You know what she is? She's our handler. Eve is our handler. Esau just makes a laboratory. America is a laboratory. We're the Frankenstein. We're the lions in the laboratory. But Eve is our handler. It's a psychological handler. How is she a psychological handler? She's here to oppress us. How? To devalue you and defeat you psychologically.
Man, I mean, it's another, case, but look at Kanye and Kim.
Yeah.
Like that chick, she drove me crazy, man.
She's a nigga woman, So even if you had an Edomite woman, it's that feminist agenda, right? So what happens is, you're in Esau's land, right? But he weaponized your woman according to that deal, that covenant, and basically, we're in the biggest sunken place in world history. You don't know who you are. So here you are, you a whole alpha male. You a whole Mufasa. You're a whole king. It says for now a royal people. Why don't you feel that way? Why don't you feel that way? But what role does your woman play in this? She is your handler to keep your mind in a trusting place. Esau has his Edomite supremacy. And you know how I know it's in the spirit what we're saying? The Oprah Winfrey show, right? Oprah is nefariously known. Oprah is nefariously known for taking celebrity men in her interviews and bring up criminal cases. Bring up accusations when he was accused of rape. Why does she bring this shit up? Because part of the agenda with the elite when it comes to the 12 tribes is to make us the monsters on the planet Earth. But who's instrumental in this? Our women, Eve.
And she's a damn billionaire, bro.
And she's why did they get that nigga woman? That's why they the Apostle said, that's Eve. That's Eve.
God damn.
She's the handler. He's our handler. Their goal is to keep us in the second place. Because if you go into the feminist agenda, what happens is, in order for women to get their pick of the litter when it comes to select males, they have to basically devalue you to create the illusion that they're the best you can get. Like everything your woman told you is set up for you not to be aware of your options outside of her. So America is like a mental plantation for the 12 tribes of Israel. It's a laboratory. It's a laboratory, and they're making you the Frankenstein. They're turning the kings of the earth into little Frankensteins that's defeated in their mind. But who's the handler to make sure you're in that sucking place? Eve. Eve is the handler. That's why Jake getting that passport, right? But that passport is likened to them waking up in a laboratory and taking those little wires off their brain and running out the laboratory. Because what is Eve trying to do? She's telling Esau to shut that shit down. Because they're saying, no, they're getting away. What's going on?
And they you know, further spreading that feminism, you know, because it's really everywhere now, but it's mainly in Babylon the Great. But you know, pretty much a liberal spirit is being pushed on the women in these other places where Jake want to go to. So it's like really Jake can't escape, you know. But I remember brothers speaking about it, and there's articles on it. You know, when you deal with the American woman, you know, because it's the work here. But what we gotta pretty much experience, basically, even you having an argument with your woman, like let's say it's a back and forth, that lowers your testosterone.
You know, I was reading Dr. Salazar Ali. When you engage in an argument, you really going into your feminine. Because we're supposed to maintain a masculine frame as men, which is more like a stoic, dominant, grounded spirit. But when you engage in her little emotional tirade, now you're going from your masculine to your feminine. So like it makes sense if you lower your testosterone.
So like you really, you know, say what you say, that be it. Yeah, you know, they want to back and forth like that, and that pulls your energy. You know, it's different ways. They set these women up to harvest the energy from you, man.
Yep.
So that the average woman is in the spirit of a succubus. Yep.
She's a succubus, man.
Yep.
You know, she's a fucking succubus, man. All right? But he's a spirit Yahweh to escape from her, man. Hey, and part of that escape is part of that her that he's escaping from is not just the woman as an individual, but the wine of the whoredom.
Yep. It's spirits working with them.
It's spirits working with them. It's spirits on our women as individuals. Then we escaping from America, which is like a whore.
Yep.
America, we're spiritually escaping from America. Yep. Like we're in that laboratory too, and we're walking up in the lab. We're supposed to wake up.
Yep.
See, we're lions in the laboratory, man. But the goal is to keep the lion in a mental sinkhole. But Yahweh Bashim woke up the lions in the laboratory. Man, what the fuck do we do? A lot of Jake in the world, they going overseas, but we spiritually woke up, and now we beating our chest and roaring inside of your laboratory. And that's why we know you about to attack us, man. Because like your witchcraft and your sorcery, it's like nigga culture was a potion. Prison culture, street culture, that was sorcery, nigga.
Yeah, brother.
That was sorcery.
They kill each other over damn color.
Over color, gang banging. That was witchcraft. Like the elder Ayat broke down that gang culture, witchcraft, nigga. Feminism, we know that's a fucking toxic poison, all right?
Yeah, even you see Jake, they say that street shit, when they say their hands throwing signs up, those are camps.
It's catnip, man.
You know?
And you under that demonic ass nigga, Virgo. And I would think Cali too.
Yeah.
The Cali did
Get them actual industry.
Yeah, destructive. Yep. You know? But the point is, you're a lion in a laboratory under sorcery. You're under a fucking spell. Oh my God. You look at the Genesis 49, there's an old lion, you know? We should rouse him up. Jake is like an old lion, but you're under different sorceries, man. You're a lion without the courage. And I'm telling you this, well, I'm not telling you, the Spirit is telling you. Because this kingdom is set up to kill your confidence. This kingdom is set up, and the Spirit is influencing the people to take you apart. To pick you apart. And this kingdom is set up to mentally defeat you, spiritually defeet you, so he's defeated. He just gone sit down and his wife run everything, you know. They just gone and just work and retire and die. And he has no pool. But it's all set up. Because the reason why being a man is demonized to the point when you watch television and movies, there's always covert, subtle things they put in movies to attack your manhood, so it makes you feel bad for asserting your dominance as a man. You know?
If we spirit you, how about you outside? And faith in you, how about you outside? That breaks those spells. Yeah. And I remember you went to that one song, It's Real As Gone. Yeah. You know? Yep. No, you're no longer under the spell of the wicked vibration of women, but also this grid, this system.
The system, man. Hey, that pit. They said a whore is a deep pit. So, hey, man.
Sunken place.
This was a fucking spiritual laboratory to keep them two lions, the northern and the southern kingdom, just emasculated and conquered and tamed. But now we woke up, man. We beat our fucking chest.
That's right.
All to the freedom power, how about from outside? The drill is gone, man. That American posted in their witchcraft, it's wearing off, man. All right? That's why I said in Baruch 2, in the land of their captivity, they should remember themselves. You know? And think upon his name for you naysayers, man. All right?
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp.
Judah is the head of the 12 tribes, also the southern kingdom, the kingdom of Judah. All right? That's the lion. We're the lions, man. The northern and southern kingdom, we're the lions. We're supposed to have an entitlement about the earth. We always look at this article. What makes the lion the most superior? What makes them the apex predator? He's not the largest. Was Israel the largest nation? No. What made them superior? What gave them a superiority thing about them? They had a mentality of everything around them belongs to them. Did not our forefather ever say that the world belongs to us? Why don't we have a portion? Why our servants ruling over us? There was a lionistic ruling class mentality. So you niggas is happy about promotion, man, from your oppressor. You happy, oh, girl, take you back, man. We want the whole world, man.
Our God gonna make us sovereign.
Our God gonna make us sovereign, man. All right?
Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my sons, that are gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up?
As an old lion, who shall rouse him up, man? All right, because how did you become an old lion? Well, the civil rights movement, we started looking at witchcraft. Because what happened? The horny group. But Fred Hampton, the movie Judas and the Black Messiah, all right? Fred Hampton, you watch his interview, that man was like a war general. He was like 22. But they hit him with that witchcraft. They had that COINTELPRO with the counterintelligence program, divided and conquered those different movements, all right? Then you brought in, like, entertainment real heavy in the 60s. Like Soul Train, Elias Samad brought that out. All right, Apollo, all right. You sung her ass back to sleep, ride goodbye, baby. You sung her ass back to sleep, man. All type of entertainment. All right, then we integrated into like liberalism, you know, debauchery, the sexual freedom. We were entertaining that shit, doing drugs, doing coke, going to discos, doing parties. All right, we got cops and all that shit, man. You got into the gang culture. All right, so that's how we stoop down, man. Pay these people to keep pouring their Christian posting on us. Because how does they go from like Afro-centric, Black Power, you know, pride? Hey, you know what else happened? The 70s, everybody had them big afros, right? I think it was a heavy vibration with them. But then they went to what? They went from that to the Jerry curl.
Yeah. Perms and shit.
Yeah, you went from the afro to the chemicals in your head, man. Blocking your pineal gland, cut off your umbilical cord with your hollow box from outside.
Yeah, because in the 70s, Jake looked like angels.
Jake was looking like angels because they had the beard and the afro and that was lean.
Yeah.
Jake was lean, had them long, extended arms like an angel, man.
Yeah.
So you watch Good Show, Good Times, they look like angels, man. You look at Dr. J. Duncan, that was a god in the era, man.
Yep.
All right?
That's what he is afraid of.
He's afraid of that shit.
Yep.
It's like they get too close to the ancient way. Yep. They going back to that lionistic dominant shit. All right? So now they get up to their sorcery, man. They get too close back to that power, man. Because then, 1969, Elder Abba first introduced Yahweh Bahashem outside, all right, on a national level, man, in New York. All right? The 12 tribes. So there was a high vibration decade following 1969. Because 1968 was the end of Jim Crow, which was going back to the prophecy, Revelation 12, all right, 3.5 days, all right, from 1619 to 1970, specifically 1969. 1619 and 1969, 350 years, because Jim Crow ended 1968. So that's technically the interface. All right, and then a year later, other Abba business came out of peace. Yahweh Bahashem outside to the world, man.
And it shook up everything.
It shook up shit, man. And Jacob's coming out with beards, afros, man. All right, you listen to Marvin Gaye song, it was like an Israelite singing, man, like a prophet singing, man. What's going on? You know, what's all different vibrations? Yeah, what happened? Man, the '80s came, the crack came, the Jerry Curl came.
Yeah, bro.
All right, breaking down those middle class neighborhoods came. All right, what's going on? But if I'm about to talk to you again,
Genesis chapter 49, verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up?
As an old lion, who shall rouse him up? All right? And you know who's going to rouse up? Yeah, how about sitting outside? That's why, hey, will you hold it on? You still say the picture? All right? Now we're in that fucking laboratory. That lion is taking them damn patches off his arm, patches off his head, man. Because that alpha lion, the Howard Sabu Foster, all right, is waking us up, man.
Right,
He's waking up simple. Remember who you are. Hey, when you at work, sometimes you gotta fucking remember who you are. You at the house, you're chaotic. You got demons fucking with your mind, demons fucking with your beliefs and your comfort. You gotta remember who you are. Remember who you are.
And not smoke with
go ahead, bro.
Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and like get on your stuff like this. You know?
Remember, because I want to explain to you. That's why I know how they play tricks on our mind. Everything, even when Eve look at us like look down on us, that's sorcery. Because we the alpha, we're the kings on earth. That's part of the feminist agenda. She's acting. Even if it's in her self-conscious, she's acting.
You feel her rejection?
Yeah, you feel her rejection, but it's the biggest trick on earth. Yeah. For the lion to, or even your respect for an Edomite, like even Edomite had that certain, for a lion to look at a zebra, it's like, hey, how you doing? That's the big, because you know what happens? He eyes not only himself, he eyes Eve. So that's why in the whole world, the whole world, because Isaiah 14, it says they that see him should narrowly look upon him and say, is this the man? Because their eyes vibration has left him. You know, at the Wizard of Oz, everybody was afraid of Oz, till the real man behind the eyes came out. Like, this nigga? Then it was comical. But Eve has an Oz vibration on her too. That's why like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Gorilla, Nicki Minaj, they're the eyes for so-called black and Hispanic women. And that's the queen of heaven facade they have on them. But it's behind the eyes, it's just some little girl. It's just some little girl, man. All right?
Playing dress up. So Eve, because we got the damn pull from us right now. You look at Eve like, yeah, he got a melanin, he weird looking. All right, but when we was growing up, we didn't see that. Eve, like the apostle said, he OD. He himself. He put a God vibration on himself. But with that covenant, he did the same thing with our women. That's why it's a different vibration. We're talking to a nigger woman, we're talking to like an East Indian woman, an Edomite woman, or Edomite woman is cooler. But Eve got that energy, she got that eye energy on her, man.
Yeah, he worked that witchcraft.
He worked that witchcraft. But but in reality, we're the God-like force. We're that God-like. That's why we walk in the room, people get shook up. It speaks for itself.
It was all a plan to pull power from us, man.
Yep.
You know, because them demonic vibrations and the spells he casting, they have a pull to them.
Yep.
You know, energy draining. You know, because anything, like the elder had said, anything that, you know, brings your character down low, or your confidence, rather, you know, it diminishes your confidence. You know, that's to take away from us, man. But the how about you now, shy is instilling confidence back in us again. You know, so instead of looking at, you know, the fear of rejection from women, the Lord teaches us an abundance mindset. Like you said, you were lying, you really own everything.
Yep, and you know, and speaking of abundance, and we're not pushing like polygamy,
right.
Yeah. But the female is attracted to the alpha male, or the female is attracted to the male that attract different females. The way you counter that shit with Eve is you are aware of your options.
So a woman fears a man who's aware of his sexual options. The whole trick of the sorcery is you have no confidence because you're not aware of your options. That's why when Jake got the passport and left, that fucked up the sorcery. Because part of Eve having a little superiority complex over you is because you are not aware of your options. Now we're not telling brothers to go out and start messing with all types of women, but that's how you counter their shit.
Yeah.
Or another thing is leave them alone.
Right, yeah.
You know, having that maintaining your dominant trade.
Yeah.
But what happened is Esau eyes Eve to where when you get with her, your imagination of who she is and the reality of who she is inconsistent. See?
And it's crazy too because they want you, like, the witchcraft is, on those women that the Lord ain't working with. The you sisters that are repenting, you know, to balance it out, all right? You know what I'm saying? We know sisters are coming back to our heritage, okay? And you in your order. But for the women that's still in the matrix, basically like the witchcraft spirit on them, the voodoo on them, and they want you to look at them like they, you know, your only option. But then if you look at them like, you know, they don't want you anymore.
Because if you look at them like they're the only one, now you're inadvertently saying that you're not a select male. Because a female is attracted to a select male, a female is attracted to a male that attracts different women. That's in her instinct is saying, okay, he's the alpha. But if you put her on a pedestal, then you're basically communicating to her, I'm not the alpha. Because if I was the alpha, I would be after you like this. So, like I said, and they also call that one item when you zero in on one woman. But now, on the contrary, the media pushes us getting one woman and living that third tail, have whatever out there. But if you actually do that coming in the game, her instinct is going to not like that. I don't know if she was taught to want that. Her instinct don't want you to put her first because her instinct is attracted to that male or alpha male that attracts different women.
This society, the way they do things, not how you have about you know how to design.
Right, so it's inconsistent. Now, I forget his name, something, it's an Italian, but it's a book, The Rational Male, he breaks down the instinct. He's like, what the woman wants is a select male that has the option that has the attraction to exercise his option without actually exercising his option. Because a lot of our women, they fear. She wants a man who can exercise his options, but her fear is that you're aware of your options and then you replace her. That's the whole game. Her fear, any woman, any female, if they want a man that's so-called high value, but then the catch-22 is they don't want that high-value man to be so aware of his options that you end up getting replaced with a better option.
That's why they was happy when Kevin Samuels with his spirit world, man.
Yep.
They was celebrating.
Because Kevin Samuels, the female is hypergamy, meaning she wants that high-value male, that man is one up over her. But what Kevin Samuels was doing was saying, do you qualify for that high-value male? Here you are, you passed your prime, you 30 plus, with a stomach and somebody else's child, but you want a man that's 6 feet, 6 figures with a six-pack. So the whole thing is, that's what you want, but what does he want? And does he want you? So he was messing up the sorcery, man, because feminism is a racket. It allows women to play the field and then settle down with a high-value male after they pass their time. And that's against the laws of the Most High. That's against nature. So what Esau did, he remarketed women and made them high valuable so they look as opposed to their virtue, as opposed to their chastity, right? But it's all sorcery. Like I said, the reason why that gets devalued, because of feminism, so the vagina can get valued, we have to get devalued. You know?
You want 37, I'm going to start at the top. The book of the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 37, and verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them.
Yep.
And they lived and stood up upon their feet.
This is going back to Genesis 49 as the old lion who survived from up. The spirit and breath of Yahweh by some outside rises up. And that's a beautiful feeling to remember that you are royalty and you own this shit, man. And it's also a bittersweet feeling to be aware that you woke up in a fucking place. That you inside of a fucking spiritual laboratory, man. You just came from, when you woke up from a cell like that, what the fuck?
And we would really be having that spirit on somebody, one's like, man, where are we?
Yeah.
It's just the land of the lost.
Yeah, it's the land of the lost.
Because we don't belong here.
We don't belong here. But hey, that's a good book, man. The Rational Male. I recommend brothers who read different things, like different books, read it. It's a good book. You know?
Ezekiel 37:10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
That's that old lion rousing up. And they was afraid of that in the 70s, but now it's here, and Esau can't do anything about it, man.
And so breath is saying breath of life. Woo! And they have Revelation 11:11 right there.
Oh man, so they know. They know. They would have. How? If you didn't know, you would have linked the Old Testament, the Old Testament with the New Testament.
Showing you those are the Israelites that are the two witnesses.
Yep, that's right.
He knows it.
He knows it. He knows exactly who we are on these highways and byways, man. Yep. You know? Goodness. You got that eyes vibration on you, all right, and on our women, but you know, really, we're the ones that really die like. And we're the ones who got to tread carefully around. Not just the nation of Israel, but specifically the 1/3. We're the ones who really got that vibration and that aura of your Yahweh Bashim outside that covering. If you know that. You know? That's why we done all get sniped up over the years. Now, he's waiting to make the move, but he's scared of careful.
It has to be very calculated. And even men, like Brother said, they got to be very careful, man.
You know?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if you got anything, we just get wrap it up after this.
I got another one for you.
Okay, sorry. You know? So now, man, we're literally, and I think about the movie Get Out, or directed by John Peter. And that's why one scene after Elder Pastor Hall brought out, they showed that lion in one of the scenes. They turned the camera on a little toy, a little statue lion. Because it was basically saying, look, you're the lion and you're the second place. So it was quick. Man, why did he do that? Because you're a lion that's in a fucking laboratory, you got these scientists are expected to keep your ass in a cell. That's why they made the book Frankenstein. Frankenstein was symbolic for the 12 tribes. They know that. The 12 tribes we were Frankenstein. Ezekiel 37, the valley full of dry bones, that was the Frankenstein. I read the book Frankenstein going into my senior year, and now I'm like, in hindsight, that was us. Why would they put out an energy and make a Frankenstein book and shit, right? Those were 12 tribes. Because in the book I read, it was a laboratory on a college campus, and they used science and sorcery in the book to create this monster. But what happened was the monster ended up escaping from the laboratory and got away from like the people on campus, and he went his own way, right? But he started studying the language of the people, like studying the English language. I think he started reading books, and he found out he was more superior than the people who made him. That's Israel, man. He was more superior than the people who made him. And that's us. That's the whole thing of the Frankenstein. If you look at it in an ecosystem, it's really a lion. You're really the lion. You're the apex predator, and you really have a sovereign mentality. But they turn into a Frankenstein to keep control over you, man. It's part of like you in captivity, you know.
Yeah. That's why Jake lives in areas classified as food deserts.
Yep.
You know, it's the private things you really need for life. You know, they want to keep our people in their better state. You know, they want to get spiritually without the truth, but also just they push these drugs and chemicals where you wear them in the food and rap snacks and all that Fagos. Like you look at the stuff that's in these stores where Jake is, there's not in the areas where the Edomites are.
Nah, them little ratchet ass shit. Those ratchet ass booty face on them shit. But like 21 Savage, it looks like Frankenstein.
He does.
Lil Uzi Vert looks like Frankenstein. The cat
Wayne
looks like. They want you to be that. They want you to be in this dead Frankenstein nigga state, this lower. And what I noticed, and the guy 19 brought it out, the culture is lower nature. The nigga culture, street culture is lower nature. And Esau always rewards you when you act on your lower nature. The root chakra energy. That warlike, that primitive, that survival mode, that beastly, lower nature, he rewards you. But what do they say when you're not on that war frequency? You lame. you know, you'll swear. But if you're on that war frequency, if you're on that lower nature group energy frequency, that's what you're rewarded. That's what get all the shit. You know, that's what he pedestalizes. But Jake that actually can build and structure shit is dismissed. You never hear about it.
But for the different Edomites or other nations that come around, brothers, that you know, who have a brother life, you're the polar opposite of that nigga culture, you know. You know, when Edom and the other nations get around you, they see he's different, and it's something to fear because they're not used to that. They used to their frame of reference to you is this nigga on TV. They're talking about, you know, killing somebody for no reason and then taking his woman.
Yeah, because they make an effort to compartmentalize you. If she like a little Wayne type of black guy, or she like a Tupac hit him up type of black guy, or maybe he's one of those Kanye West type of black guys. And that's how they do it. They compartmentalize you based on something that's on TV, like you said. You know?
Get the last one, brother. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that gives his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottles to him, and maketh them drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Sin culture, rebellion culture, do as thou wilt, street culture, American culture.
That's the accuser of our brethren, like this, you know.
Our brethren, man. So, you know, I mean, there's nothing else to say, really. But the lion is loose, like Lil Wayne would say. The lion is loose. So, and that's now you have to do something about it, because we waking up in your fucking place, we waking up in your posters in your laboratory, like they always say. What is a project? It's a project. You know, the ghetto is a project. And we were the lions in that project, man. The social experiment. The social experiment. But the experiment has gone wrong. Because the Most High has already reserved 7,000 that won't bow to their image, man. It represents the elect.
And heavy. The Lord, like I said, he has sleeper cells on the earth that he triggered. It's men that woke up to the truth that's not going back to sleep.
They're not going back to sleep.
You know, like I said, they got to do something about it.
They got to do something about it, man. You know, you don't want the lions in your captivity to wake up. You don't want them to get that confidence back and get that power back and look in the mirror and remember who the fuck they are, man. But, you know, that's all I got, brother.
It's heavy too, because like the Meyer Goldwyn lion, I'm saying like the company name correctly, like that lion, you know, you see in those older films, you know, that lion, it'll roar or whatnot. Edom tortures that lion, man.
Yeah.
You know, they shock it, they shoot all types of chemicals in it, you know, but that lion is like Jake.
And it's tied down.
Yeah.
That's Jake, man.
Entertaining them, you know.
Now I am their song. You know? You guys just think that's going to be Hey, tell you, hope your brothers and sisters edified. If you want to give our underdoors too, how about to me outside by the house. If others are elder apostle, elder bishop, great men song well, peace and blessings, such a word to have to elect, a Bible ball.
Shalom.